I'm Trevor Lambert. I attempt to make music and write music to the best of my ability.
Is this the chorus?
What?
It's the chorus one?
Yeah, it's the chorus.
You know, that's a tough question. I don't know if I ever actually started, you know? Since I was a little kid, my mom has videos of me just kind of plunking around on a guitar on the piano, just trying to make sense of the notes and stuff. And then I decided that I wanted to actually write music. So originally, you were the first one to buy your audio interface and your mic and stuff, and that's when we first wrote that first song, Quotes of a Velociraptor. I mean, I was using all your equipment and stuff, because I actually didn't even have my own at the time. And that was the first song, Quotes of a Velociraptor was the first song that I actually wrote. It was for English class. And from there, December of 2016 is when I first laid down the chord progression to the other side. And I wrote that song. And then by January is when I actually finished the song, the very beginning of January. And then I released it, and everyone loved it. And that was the best feeling in the world, when everyone responded so positively to my music. That was awesome. Because when I put it out, I didn't think, I kind of like had told everybody, I kind of put it up on Twitter and stuff like, hey, I wrote this song, you should listen to it. But I didn't expect like anyone to actually listen to it. And within the first month or two, it had up to like 500 plays, 600 plays on SoundCloud, that was the best feeling ever. And then from there, I've just been trying to write music and write stuff that I like.
I've known Trevor for most of my life. Trevor has always been like that one guy who just like, he does stuff that nobody else thinks to do. He's just that abundantly funny type of individual. Always just messing around and stuff. So he always brings life to the party, and yeah. I think 6th or 7th grade we started playing in the youth band, and that's pretty much what started it, and we've been playing together ever since.
Trevor moved to our school 2 years ago. We kind of hit it off right away, and we both liked music, both liked the same kind of music, and yeah, it just kind of just took off from there. It's been really fun. His writing technique is crazy. Yeah, he just kind of leaves a pen everywhere in the room, and wherever he has an idea, he writes it down as fast as he can. And we kind of just bounce ideas off each other and try to get the best thought process out.
For me, music is huge because music is it's what I turn to as therapy. It's just an emotional outlet, and it's one of the only things I could ever see myself doing. Like, it all points back to music. Everything I do, I'm like, wow, I'd rather be playing guitar on a stage and singing my heart out. So music is pretty huge for me.
I think it's really important. Music is more like a dream, and kind of how you feel at that particular moment, and it kind of just shows who you are and helps you connect with other people. So
music, I don't know, it's always, like I said when I first started writing music, it's always been a part of my life. My dad grew up playing music, and he plays basically every instrument that we own in the house. It's always been just a positive relief of emotions. It's so cool to be able to completely explain myself in a song, you know?
I forgot to tell you this. So over that part, instead of taking that part out of that vocal track, what I want to do is I want you to play that with the bass up high, and then he'll follow you down like a couple octaves. So it's like. Right there. Yeah, that's it.
At the time, I had written 2 songs, The Other Side and All I Want. And me, being me, I got ahead of myself, thinking, you know what? By the summer, I'll have a whole album written. I can totally put on shows, which wasn't the case at all. I was pushing to find music of my own that I could perform at the festival. But anyways, it's probably March, April-ish. I was looking for festivals to play at because I figured festivals are a great way to get your music out there to absolutely everybody, because everyone from every kind of style of music is listening to different styles of music. So if I can get people to kind of hear what I'm creating, and that'd be a great environment of people to play to. I was looking around the area and I found 8035. So I sent them an email saying, hey, is there any possible way that I could play if someone drops out? You know, I have songs. I sent them a couple of my songs off SoundCloud, and I sent them a live video from a talent show that we did. They got back to me and said that they would love to have us play if we were still interested. I was like, yeah, of course. And at the time, I didn't even have a band. So from that point on, from that right there, at that moment, I realized that I had to start finding people to express my music with me.
Hello, everybody. I'm Trevor Lambert, and these are the wonderful people who play with me. I hope that we can put on a good show for you guys tonight. So this first song, it's called The Other Side. I wrote this one around January-ish, December, January.
It's been really cool. It's been one of the first times I've gotten together with like just other musicians that I've never met before and just started playing with them. They all have like so many different talents.
It was such a fun experience to be a part of that with such great guys. I mean, we have so many wonderful musicians. I think, I honestly mean this, and I say this all the time to people, I think we probably got the best band possible for this area of musicians, and the level of musicianship was just beyond what I even thought I could find. Nolan and I, we've been friends since I moved to Mount Pleasant 2 years ago. He's always been super supportive of my music, and he's super poetic with his thinking and kind of how he goes about lyrics. So bouncing ideas off of him has always been such an awesome experience to do, because we click very well together in that sense of finding lyrics.
I've never really gotten a chance to play with a trumpet player like Nolan or anything like that, or a saxophonist or a drummer that good. So it's been pretty crazy, but awesome.
Well, our drummer, Ryan, I've always known him since we were little, so it's pretty awesome to be in the same band as him.
Ryan Hutchinson, who is beyond a doubt one of the best drummers I know. And we weren't very close at that time. I mean, we knew each other, we had talked to each other.
Ryan Hutchinson, the drummer, blows my mind. He doesn't even need to practice. He's just, it's crazy playing with him, because I can start in on any guitar lick or any song, and he'll just come up with something that sounds amazing.
Nolan is best friends with Ryan, so he sent Ryan a message, and Ryan's like, yeah, of course. He's like, of course, I'd love to play music. And that was a huge relief. It was awesome that he would play, because he's, like I said, he's phenomenal. From the videos, you can tell he's phenomenal.
It's like Eamon, the saxophone and keyboard player. He's amazing with theory and transposing, and he's got a really good musical talent, and just loves what he does.
Legendary saxophone player of Mount Pleasant. He is by far the best, one of the best jazzers that I know. And his passion for jazz is out of this world. It is incredible. He had played my show at the talent show. He had played saxophone for it. So I thought maybe he'd be up for it. So Nolan and I went together to ask him. And when he said yes, I was totally just thrilled. I mean, I was beyond excited. Musician-wise, he added an entire new depth to our music. When he would play piano, he would add those 7ths and 13ths and 9ths all in there to just really bring to life that music, you know. And he just brought a whole new edge through the piano of how he would write, and it was very cool. Ezra Reynolds, man, I love him. He's one of my closest friends since I don't even know when. I mean, forever. Just one of my closest friends, and we grew up playing in the youth band together. He plays guitar, and the kid he's got in here, he's got the taste and the flair. It's insane. He's amazing. So him playing guitar, And I knew he'd be on board. I mean, it was a question of whether he would be here or not, but I knew he'd be on board to play because he loves to play. His number one thing that he loves doing is jamming out. So we'll grab I'll grab a bass or I'll sit on the drum set, and we'll just jam for an hour or two, and it's awesome. And he's phenomenal. He's awesome. He's amazing.
I've definitely enjoyed playing his songs. There wasn't a lot of room for guitar in his songs. There wasn't any guitar already added in when he originally wrote them. So he when he came to me and I first came to the practice, he was just like, oh, this is kind of what I was thinking, but do whatever. And if it sounds good, then we'll go with that. So playing with his songs has been really interesting because it's like, I just play something. I'm like, hey, Trevor, how's that sound? And he's like, that's good. Just do that. Everyone in the band has amazing talents that I've never really been exposed to.
And I think all the guys in the band are just happy to be here. It's pretty fun. So.
Trevor Lambert. All right, so what do we do now?
Well, we're hitting the first act.
Yeah.
Coming in.
Okay.
So,
Sweet.
So the morning that I woke up for 8035, the night before, I went to bed at 4 o'clock and I woke up at 7:30 the next day. And then driving up there, just kind of hanging out with the guys, in the car. We got all of our equipment up there. It was super exciting. I don't think my heartbeat lowered the entire time. It was just all the way up through the concert, my heart was just racing. Just I was so excited just to share what I've created.
Looks like, it's a gig, and I'm excited for that because it means people can hear my music. So it's a good ground to start on. It seems small. I don't know if many people will be able to hear us, but we just gotta make it so they want to hear us, right? All right.
so yeah, 5 minutes.
I'll just throw dimes.
Take this off.
Sure you've had to deal with this stuff before? You've had to deal with stuff like this before, right? Yeah, I have
So we got to the time where we're gonna start setting up, and this relief just kind of came over me. I don't know what it was, but this relief of, okay, this is gonna happen, came over me. So we get up there, and we're setting up on stage, I'm getting everything ready, and before I know it, we're performing.
When I first found you, I was lost, nearly gone. I've been searching for my breath, and within a step, breathing fast, nearly gone. Lights reach beneath the surface, you won't surface tonight. I said that was the effort to become a different person. Now I'm alone. Life is like a dance now. You can ride around and ride it. sky, though they say that I won't make it. I'll settle for something in my eyes, I'll be caving. I tiptoe through life like I'm trying not to wake it. This chill down my spine reminds me that it's dangerous. I reach for the sky, though they say that I won't make it. I'll settle for something in my eyes, I'll be caving. I tiptoe through life like I'm trying not to wake it. This chill down my spine reminds me that it's dangerous. I reach for the sky, though they say that I won't make it. I'll settle for something in my eyes, I'll be caving. I tiptoe through life like I'm trying not to wake it. This chill down my spine reminds me that it's dangerous. I reach for the sky, though they say that I won't make it. I'll settle for something in my eyes, I'll be caving. I tiptoe through life like I'm trying not to wake it. This chill down my spine reminds me that I'm caving. For the sky, though they say that I won't make it. I'll settle for something in my eyes, I'll be caving. Tiptoe through life like I'm trying not to wake it. This chill down my spine reminds me that it's dangerous. For the sky, though they say that I won't make it. I'll settle for something in my eyes, I'll be caving. I tiptoe through life like I'm trying not to wake it. This chill down my spine reminds me that it's dangerous. I reach for the sky, though they say that I won't make it. I'll settle for something in my eyes, I'll be caving. Tiptoe through life like I'm trying not to wake it. This chill down my spine reminds me that it's dangerous. I reach for the sky, though they say that I won't make it. I settle for something in my eyes, I'll be caving.
The one skirt, no, the one with our friends.
I just wanted to hug somebody. I just like, I think I turned to Ezra right afterwards, and I think I just hugged him, because it was just like, we did it. Like, we put on a show. People were here. People were entertained by it. They wanted to hear it. People stuck around to listen, where they could have walked away and gone and listened to some other band, but they stuck around. It was like that feeling of when I first got such positive feedback from my first song. It was that feeling kind of resurfaced, like, wow, everyone enjoyed it. This was awesome. I immediately wanted to go back up there and play again. Initially, I thought I was gonna be terrified. I first thought I was just gonna be mortified and leave the stage just feeling terrible about myself. But like I said, something just came over me, and we put on a show, and it was for our first show as a band, individually, singing in front of people. That was like that was the first time I've ever sang in front of people confidently, and it felt awesome. I can't even begin to understand what's next for me. I mean, I'm gonna keep writing music. I mean, I'm moving down to Tennessee to go to college for music business. Whether I stay in college or not, it's kind of an if, because I don't know if I can write music, go to college and work, because I'm not gonna stop writing music. Music will always be a part of my life, and writing is it's one of the things that it consumes my life, just writing music. That's not an if. That will happen. I will continue to write music. Whether it takes off, whether people like it, I don't know. And that'll be kind of the breaking point of whether do I continue to go to school, or do I stop school and just write music. So who knows? I mean, this could be the first and last show that I play with my music. Hopefully not. Hopefully there's many more to come. And I would like to say that will happen, but you can never be so sure. So.
That don't faze me. Pain won't change me. I got my rhymes on this record so you can play me. Every second of the day I'll be spitting them out. Just listen to the flow and I'll be freaking them out. What's that? Gotta find my mouth. That's right. Need to really be zipping around. Cause we ripping through the